Alrighty, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here tonight. We have another semifinal to give you guys here, and we will be having LVC Rainbow Six taking on the Nighthawks of Northern Virginia Community College. We saw LVC Rocket League take on Nova last night, and they unfortunately fell in that series 4-1. LVC R6 looking to have a bit of a different result here, and they may very well be able to do it. If they manage to, they will be sending themselves to the conference final against either Fanshawe or Arcadia. Either way, that could be a fantastic matchup regardless of which team that they do play. But, of course, they have to get through Nova first to do that. And looking quickly at the bracket here, in that first round in the quarterfinals that occurred last week, we saw Fanshawe take a forfeit win over New England College, so they moved on to the semifinals without any trouble. And the rest of the series all ended in 2-0s as Arcadia upset UWin. Arcadia with the 5th seed, UWin with the 4th. Arcadia won 2-0, 7-1, 7-4. In the RMU Nova game, of course, as you already know, Nova won that game, but a bit of an interesting fact here, RMU was the 2 seed, Nova being the 7th, and RMU falling to Nova in round 1, 7-3, 8-6. Nova showing that they're more than what their seed tells about them, and LVC in that final series there on the bracket. They played at University of North Carolina, Charlotte, or as they're known in game, Niner Black Flame. They took that 2-0, 7-4, 7-3. And now we are at the semifinals of the Challengers East Conference. It is Fanshawe and Arcadia playing at 8 p.m. tonight. And LVC and Nova supposed to have started playing at 7, but of course it's 7:02 Eastern Standard Time, and we are just getting players into the lobby. So it will take just a little bit. The map set here, Border, Clubhouse, and Oregon. If I remember correctly, that's the right order. Let me look again. It is Border, Club, and Oregon. The map set for tonight. LVC again starting off on the attack for all 3 of those maps. And if we do go to that decider, of course, they'll start off on the attack there on Oregon. But we've been seeing a lot of Border and Club from LVC as of late. We saw it in that series against Central Michigan University, and they end up dropping Club, which is by I would say any means considered their best map. They did end up falling there. They end up winning the next 2 and bringing home the championship, the conference title, but still a bit worrying to lose that map there. They'll certainly look to have a bit of a different strategy going into this one, but of course that's map number 2. Map number 1 being Border, and we've seen them slowly over the course of this semester progressively look to play that map more and more. They used to be a team that would enjoy playing Bank and maybe even a Cafe or 2, but as of late they've been taking up Border again. They managed to find some ways to get that vertical control, even play a bit horizontally if they need to, and that's really been the key, getting that vertical control of the map, finding their way above the enemy team, and managing to take down onto the sites. But we will have to see if they manage to do that once again. We'll have that as map number 1, so we'll know fairly quickly. We'll have to find on out. So I'm actually very interested to see that Fanshawe Arcadia game. That can end up going to map 3, but then again, Fanshawe has not lost a map all season long, so that one will be one to keep your eye on if you're a part of this conference, and even if you aren't a part of this conference, if you're in that Challenger Central Division, something you're going to want to look out for, especially when it comes to Nationals. I would imagine already Fanshawe guaranteed a spot in Nationals, but if they manage to get more points out of it, then they can be a higher seed. Looking over at that Challenger Central Conference real quick, we have SHU, who took down Western Colorado in the first round. So they are playing Murray State, who took down CMU, Central Methodist. So it is SHSU and Murray State in the semifinals over there. And on the other side of that bracket, Carthage, the 2 seed, also falling to the 7th seed. SIUE taking down Carthage in a 2-1. 7-1 on map 3, 8-7 map 1, 8-6 map 2. That was certainly a great series. I mean, minus the map 3. Map 3 was a blowout for SIUE, but regardless, that's another 7-2 upset in the Rainbow Six side of NECC. And in the last game, it was St. John's taking on LBCC, and it was 7-4 and 8-7. We are now getting the players of Nova into the lobby. We have Unstable, Haya, a Wild Panther, Watsutsuya, and just waiting on their fifth to hop into the lobby. But after we get them in, we will be ready to start the game. Hopefully he's ready to start the game at least. And last player has loaded on up. It is Sneaky in the lobby. Last one to round out the roster for Nova. We might be able to get into this one fairly quickly. We will have to see. LVC so far have been improving their play a lot this season, as we've seen them. Not that they were bad at the start of the semester, but I would imagine, especially for those at home, if you've been keeping up with this team, you've been seeing them get increasingly better. And obviously, like I mentioned before, they've been adapting their map pool a lot too. Just really adding that diversification of map pool and even the operator pool that some of their players can take. As we are just about ready to start the game, just waiting for the Nova OK to start things up. And then we'll get straight into it. So on map number 1, we have Border. I would imagine we're going to see the OSA ban from LVC alongside that Azami ban. Again, Azami being the main target on the defensive half for LVC. Just not wanting to deal with those walls, as they have become very versatile. There's so many different spots you can just throw them in and save yourself from a sticky situation, or get a free kill, or not free kill, but get a bit of a unique kill if you manage to get the right angle. Especially now that Azami's been in the pool for a while, makes things that much harder for those attacking. And on the attacking side for LVC, they just prefer to get that OSA out of the way, the shield just being a nuisance, really, to many teams, and LVC is certainly one of them as well. I don't remember who will get the first ban, but we are now ready to start the game, and we will hop on into it. Map number 1, conference semifinal in the NECC Challengers East Division. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the chat, the good lucks, and the have funs. Nova gonna be banning first. They'll take out an attacking operator here. I don't remember what they banned last time LVC played them, so we'll have to see what they go for here. This ban is going to come in, and it will be OSA off the board, so LVC gonna get a ban of their own here. Typically, that's what we'd see LVC take away, but a lot of teams, especially in the collegiate side of the scene, they do not like having to deal with OSA. And Nock gonna be the one for LVC to take out of the pool. Now we are heading on into the defensive bans. LVC likely gonna take out that Azami, I'd imagine. And there she goes, Azami out of the map, and finally going to one more. This for Nova. Not really sure what they'll opt for here. There's definitely a lot of different operators you can go for. Mira is a common one sometimes. Trying to think of others, maybe Valk. And yeah, it will be the Mira ban for Nova. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are now getting into round number 1. First to 7 or overtime, or first to 7 or first to 8, depending on if they can win by 2. It'll be lockers and archives, the first site for Nova. LVC starting out on that attack. Some interesting skins there from the side of Nova. Some very unique ones, to say the least. I have not seen them before, but again, I don't really play the game a ton, so that might also be speaking to my inexperience with this game. And we'll see the Wamai, Bandit, Jaeger, Cade, and Alibi. A lot of denial, a lot of explosive denial for the side of Nova. Looking to keep all those walls from getting blown on out. With that Cade Bandit combo, they can certainly do just that. Going to need that Thatcher from the Senate. The IQ from Reliable just to take down all this utility on these walls. It's going to be a very tough task to complete, but look at this. You see 2 ADSs here right on side of the exit door. You may even see this push come in onto the archives wall. It looks like, sorry, onto the filing cabinet wall, but for now it looks like it will not be that. No spawn peek's going to come in either for the side of Nova. Still some drone work being done for LVC here. Just making sure they have all their angles covered. Reliable may be the first one to engage here. The Senate watching back as well. See some shots go down, so it's just going to lead to Reliable having to back away. They're going to go towards the south side of the map. See if they can walk on through. And everyone from the side of Nova is playing on site, making sure they have it locked down. Actually, there's only 4 players on site, and one of them is roaming about. And we sneaky behind the shield. May have a chance to get something early here. But that shield's going to get taken down. A bit of damage done to Sneaky, but nothing too major. So you just have to be a bit more careful of a hold if you are Sneaky. And look at that. Sneaky getting some shots down on the Plexios as he crosses, but again, not going to really mean a whole lot until we get a bit further into this round and fights start properly taking place. I believe it'll be I'm not sure who's on the roam, but I believe it's unstable there. It's about the furthest away from sight. LVC have to just take control of this horizontally. They have to start working their way up through the fountain. And Reliable has to be a bit careful. Haya gonna take down the Senate, and that's the Thatcher gone. That is a huge kill for Nova. Starting things off early. And that's going to be some missed shots from Plexios. A Wild Panther gets a double. That trade needs to come in. It's a Wild Panther sitting right at the desk. Looks away at the worst possible time to go the way of LVC now. 2v3, winnable spot. And that's not a gunfight you want to be losing if you are Davies. Looks away at the worst possible time. It's Reliable in a 1v3. Doesn't have a lot to work with. Some shots down onto Haya, but really it's not going to do much of anything. 25 seconds left, and Reliable, very tough spot to be in. Certainly a round to Nova. It's tough for Reliable to take. He also doesn't have the diffuser, so he just has to sprint in, and Unstable going to be the one to take him down. A good round to start things off for Nova, as they pull away from LVC there. Just battering the side of LVC, and a few missed shots there from the side of LVC as well. We saw that in the Central Michigan game, although it is only a best of 3, but they still have a lot of time to get warmed up. Certainly don't want to go down too far, but again, like what we saw with Central Michigan, a few of the LVC players uncharacteristically so missing some shots. Of course, it is the first round of this series, so realistically doesn't really mean a whole lot, but if it becomes a theme, then it could be something a bit more worrisome. It'll be the bathroom site this time around. Bathroom and teller sites, be a bit more precise. Wild Panther pulling out the dock this time, and Sneaky on the Cav. Cav really isn't a popular operator anymore. She just doesn't have a ton of utility. despite the dead silence ability being in her possession. The pistol gets countered pretty quickly. But this is going to be a heavy roam for the side of Nova. They're going to look to get control of the top 4. So they want to make sure that Nova have no chance to control themselves or control the upstairs without a fight. Reliable. Already working his way through the building on the south side of the building. They just look to break this door and see if we can get an angle on this on Sneaky here. But Sneaky will just drop away. That'll be it for Sneaky, at least at the moment. Call comes in from the Senate. And look at this. A lot of drones already taken out of LVC's hands. Only 5 left. Already half their drones gone. Senate put some shots down range. Unstable is put pretty weak, but outside of Unstable, everyone else at full HP. Solely because Unstable is on top of the filing cabinets. Reliable. Wall. I believe goes to put something down and audio gets put in. He tries to put that charge onto the wall. Doesn't at least get it off, but his position will relatively be known. Now we see how have a way to entry into the building. They're going to start making their way through, getting control upstairs. And with just a minute and 10 seconds remaining, LVC need to start working their way towards the site. And need to start off with this hatch. K-Trick might come through. It's actually just going to be a C4. Doesn't do much. Actually, he just gets what's it to you. Some damage onto him. Sneaky may look for a pinch here. That's a silence pop, but just going to wait for it to recharge. A lot of these players stacked right in the main door. This is huge. Unstable. Jumping up. Reliable. May get spotted. Drone. Just going to have to back away. As LVC looking to drop down. They're going to go. The Senate down in the hatch. Davies trying to watch the rotate. Gets the kill, but it's going to be a trade. And look, that the pinch comes in. That's going to be straight from Sneaky or Emporium. Shaky shots managed to get the kill. Diffuser is not down, though. Emporium gets the down on the Panther, finally cleaning him up. Has to drop down, and now it's all down to Emporium. But just tries to grab the diffuser in a second round for Nova. Nova holding strong there on the bathroom site. And they just send 3 people back to back to back down that hatch and just going to get them killed. Trades are coming in, but the trades aren't going to help you get that diffuser planted on that site. You have to get the kill early if you want to be able to hold it vertically. Especially Sneaky going on the pinch there and taking out Davies as well up top. Ends up being a massive kill to get. Forces LVC to kind of scatter and get straight downstairs. And that'll lead to more kills for the side of Nova. Heading into round number 3, and Nova having a 2-0 lead. Again, they're going to be downstairs, but this time it's on the servers and the workshop. Also, again, Panther on the dock. Interesting pick, but again, it almost worked. It kind of just stalled for time last round. Panther healing himself up after getting down, but Emporium still at least managed to get the kill. A bit different though, a bit of a different comp though. See the Aruni come in from Sneaky all the way upstairs. Kaya with the Jaeger. Of course, Jaeger is almost an 100% pick rate operator for a very good reason. Unstable with the Legion. Frost from what's it to you. Reliable again, breaking through that south door. We're just going to see him do that every single attacking round. We're going to see some drones going through. A Wild Panther gets spotted out. Takes a fight up with, I believe that's the Senate. As some damage gets done. And now, but he can heal himself up, so he'll likely use one of those, and that's exactly what he'll do. See that little blue health bar gonna slowly drain down, but still has almost all his HP to work with. See LVC accounting for that pinch this time around, making sure that they get their claymores down. Davies getting some good information with the drone. Doesn't stay alive, but the drone will at least get some info. Plexios trying to get a pinch on this player. Unstable though, gonna get the first play. That's onto Emporium. Plexios trades it out onto Sneaky. It's gonna be the main player on the roam out of the picture. There's gonna be another one there, and it's still unstable. Keeping himself alive, drops all the way down. Gets that heal up from Wild Panther. Actually, not yet. There it goes. Now gets the heal from Panther. And it's a 4v3. And shots, almost a flick there for Reliable. Panther doesn't really take a lot of damage, though. Again, just healing up, using that piece of utility. Now it's down to the Senate, and Plexios make that just down to Plexios. And LVC, again, just getting halted upstairs, not being given a chance to get near the site. Plexios in a 1v4 certainly is a phenomenal player, but this may be a bit too much to ask of him. You can see he's just kind of for anything he can. Takes down all the ADSs, but it's really going to help him. He's going to take down Watsatuya, but the trade is immediate. That's another round to Nova. It'll be a timeout called by LVC, and they really need it after that, giving up 3 straight rounds. 5-2 from Panther and 5-0 from Unstable. Not to mention Haya also 3-0. 2 players without a death on the side of Nova, and they are showing right now that they are the better team, especially when it comes to holding on at this map. LVC really just not getting a chance to gather their thoughts, gather together, and create a collective push. Going into this timeout, not looking too like they're in too great of a situation either. And seeing LVC take a lot of time off that clock as well and not make a whole lot of use out of it. Have to be a collective effort from the team to step on up and bring this back. They're not out of it yet, but certainly not looking too good. Now back out of the timeout. It'll again be the Armory and Archives hold for Nova. Going back up to that third floor or second floor. After winning the first 3 rounds, they don't really have a choice either. Nova looking like a collected squad here. Start working their way into getting these walls reinforced, getting the bandits and gates down once again. We saw this combo do such a great job of keeping LVC out of the building, keeping them out of that south side of the map. Could be just as effective here. Remember correctly in that first round, LVC kind of got stuck trying to walk through red, trying to go through long haul, and just really didn't give them a chance to get much going. This time around, Plexios one on the opposite side of the map. Gonna be by himself here. Senate getting some info over in CC on his drone there. Maybe LVC looking to expect a spawn peek. Emporium. Oryx has been spotted. Reliable. Not going to get the shots. Not going to get the angle. A lot of information. A lot of pings coming down onto these Nova players, but it's not really leading to much of anything other than just the information. They're getting information on where these players are at, but not being able to do a whole lot about it. They need to start winning these gunfights. The scan comes in from Reliable. The ping, second ping should come in a second. So LVC gonna have a little bit more to work with. Davies, though, looking to break in over on the east side. Be careful. That wall there, not reinforced, and saw some bullets whiz by his head. Walk on in. No, the wall there just gets open. LVC not really too worried about it. Look at this. Sorry, that's a Wild Panther. Unstable gets the first blood on the Reliable, but Panther gets traded pretty quickly. Sneaky all the way into Archives. Trying to make his presence known. Unstable. 6-0 right now. Having a phenomenal game. What a phenomenal start to this game. I'm going to see Haya drop down. Maybe looking to just get a pinch and get out of a sticky situation. LVC needs to start making their way up the map, though. There's only 25 seconds left, so they're going to have to look to flank here soon. Davies, though, at least makes his way up, going for that plant. Can he get it down? You can see there the yellow side on the sidebar. The fuser does go down. Davies, though, but so weak, and he's actually just going to fall. He'll be unstable again, all the way from the metal detector. Plexios trades out Sneaky. And Emporium. Clone gets a lot of information. Plexios also finds a kill with their Claymore, and he gets unstable. Gets spots the last player. It's going to be Watsatuya, at least finds that kill. 1v3 for Watsatuya, but has very minimal time to work with. And the Senate spots him. Finally, LVC getting around on the board. Looks a bit sketchy there for a second. But it'll be LVC finally getting something in their hands, something in their favor. So again, though, we will see Nova go for that Armory and Archives site. They do believe they have something working there. And I mean, that first round, it definitely looked like they did. Sneaky, the only one that's going to change up now on the Vigil. Maybe opting for a better weapon, also to be unspotted by those drones. I think the biggest positive here so far for LVC is they're getting a ton of information off of the droning. It's really been the key to their success that they have been getting. It hasn't been a lot, but for what has been going their way, it's just been coming off of that drone information. We'll see if that does make a difference here. LVC could still bring this half to a draw if they manage to take these next two rounds, but they're going to have to go through Unstable. Finally died in that for the first time in that last round, but nonetheless, he still managed to get, I think, 2 or 3 kills out of his position over towards the metal detector. Here, we're going to see LVC again continuing to use those drones to get all the information they can find. As they make their approach. Gonna see the Reliable there, gonna see the Vigil. Or Vigil lines. Plexios also getting spotted. Trying to make sure he doesn't fall. Starting to see LVC make their way towards the east, and Plexios just gonna get slammed. One bullet to the skull from Sneaky, and that's a kill. First blood again to Nova. Had the first blood in, I think, every single round. One gonna come in from Emporium. It's Reliable again getting into a fight. He's having a rough one right now. It's 1 and 4. As the tech comes out. And Sneaky gonna find Emporium. I think Emporium was in a solid fight there too. I think he had a good angle on it, but just doesn't win. And Reliable gonna fall too. Triple kill for Sneaky. He's going off in this round and having phenomenal work of it. Gonna be down to the Senate and Davies to get something for LVC here. I believe the Bandit there gets destroyed. Good shot from Davies. Spot's unstable. 2v3. You have 3 drones to work with. Will it be enough? Will they be able to, if he's used it, that's going to be a kill. The Senate is going to fall there. Wise play from Haya. Knows exactly where the plant came in last time. He's going to deny it. And takes down Davies trying to get through the wall. So to be in the last round of the first half. Coming in here, 4-1 for Nova. It's going to be a bathroom site hold. Again, we saw what happened the last time around that Nova went to this site. They just managed to get that vertical control, playing that Cav, going on the flank and taking down Davies. That was really the key to that round. Is after LVC drop down and fall, just leads to a free, or leads to almost a free round win at that point. You have to keep sending players downstairs and don't get the chance to hold up top. You see that dog come out once again from Panther. Again, it'll be the same hold we saw last time around if they were on this site. We're going to see a Thatcher come out from LVC here. It's a bit of an interesting decision, as they know they have a Cade to deal with. Yeah, Q may be enough, but Reliable has been getting picked off pretty early in a lot of these rounds, so he's gonna have to be careful if he wants to have, be contributing to the team properly. It'll be high and unstable, all the way upstairs, seeing if they can get to the long haul. LVC looking to get their way into control. We're going to be working through CC. And he's going to get spotted there. Sneaky takes his head off. Again, LVC unprepared for a gunfight, and Davies doesn't get any shots there. He's got to be careful. The Senate going to fall unstable. Plexios now gonna have to take a couple fights in front of him. There's only 2 players on this roam here for the side of Nova, but they are doing fantastic work of making sure that they make their presence known. Keep LVC out of it. Lexios takes down Haya. Now the pitch is coming in though. Lexios gonna fall. Emporium gets the trade. Trades are not enough here, as it's down to Davies and Emporium. Although Emporium will make it a 2v2, so it is a winnable spot, but takes a lot of resources just to get the upstairs cleared. I mean, what's it to you on Unstable left alive for Nova, and they're in a very solid spot. They both are downstairs and ready to take on the site. There's 45 seconds left. LVC have the time to rotate. That's what they're gonna do. See, they're gonna work down the east stairs. Gonna go through this teller's side of the map. Emporium. Gonna hop through the window. Davies going to get the plant down. Get that plant. No, he will not. Unstable managed to find both. The rotation comes in fast enough from Unstable. He's gonna get both of them looking the wrong way. And it'll be a 5-1 first half for Nova. LVC gonna need a stellar performance on this defense if they want to send this to OT. They just look so collected and have every single take that they want. They managed to hold that vertical control pretty much the entirety of the half, and it's what gave them so many rounds. Didn't even allow LVC to work their way downstairs with the numbers. A lot of first bloods going their way too. It'll be LVC going to that armory site, armory and archive site here. Very common for most teams to start their defensive half off here. One of the easier sites to hold on this map. Look at this. We're gonna see what could be an archive building. So with that Monty, you're gonna break open this door right here. Gonna look to work your way up right about where Davies there is standing. And you'll just plant right behind the Monty. That would be a perfect plant. And in an ideal world, it's a perfect plant and a perfect way to hold. But we've seen LVC have trouble getting this one down sometimes. So will Nova be able to do it? One C4 can counter the entire push. But if Unstable dies here, it is going to be a tough one. Now, I'm a bit surprised they're putting Unstable on the Monty, as he's 10-2. He's having a phenomenal game. He's been shooting very well. So giving him the Monty kind of negates his ability right now. But I would imagine this has been a planned strat for a while. It's just how it works. Oh, one of the LVC players hops outside, but won't lead to much. Lexios on the Solus. Gonna be able to spot one of those players of Nova on their phone. Not on their phone, but with a phone in their pocket. Reliable. Getting pushed here in just a second. Emporium, though, in a fantastic spot right under the doorway. Going to be able to punch anyone that pushes in here. But it'll be Haya again taking Reliable off the map. He is having a very rough go of it right now. He is 1-7. Emporium should be in a advantageous spot, but that's his team needs to stay alive if they want to get anything done. Senate waiting with Emporium as well. Here comes the push. Smoke's going down. Look at this from Emporium. just toss that C4 up. He does. Does he get the kill? He does. Takes down Sneaky. There goes the planter. Fantastic work from Emporium to throw that, to get that spot and get the C4 to hit. That takes down the main person that they need to get out of the way. The Senate, though, does fall downstairs, so he's got to be careful, and Emporium still making things work with the foothold. Avoids the flash and just moves on away. Going to be a wild Panther. He's able to pick up the diffuser, and now they're working their way into archives. They don't have a lot of time left, so they're just going to have to go for this plant. Going to be Panther with it. Here comes Plexios. The entire LVC team is trying to find a spot for this plate. This diffuser getting planted. Shots down from Davies. That LMG has so many bullets, but it'll be Plexios and Emporium falling down to Davies in a 1v3. Get some damage down, but it won't be much of anything. What looked like such a clean round for LVC crumbles in the last seconds. The wall bang from Davies not clear enough. And in round number 8, it'll be match point for Nova. They are dominating right now on this map. This was their pick, and you're starting to see why. It'll again be that archive site, though. LVC believes that they can hold it here. And now they need 6 straight. And that's just to, or 5 straight. That's just to take this game to an overtime. Gonna see the Frost come out from the center. This is a really interesting comp. This is not something LVC would typically do. They are in a desperation situation. Do not want to start things down 1-0, especially in this fashion. It is 6-1. They've not been given a chance. You can see LVC, the Senate, and Reliable having a very, very rough map. 1-6 from the Senate, 1-7 from Reliable. Not an ideal start to this series. It'll be a really awkward comp, though. Davies going to be on the Vigil. He's not really a roaming player typically, so seeing him on the Vigil, just a bit awkward. Reliable on Wamai, the Senate with the Frost, and Emporium on the dock of all things. Plexios still Solus. The Senate goes for a spawn peek. He walks all the way outside and going to be unstable, checking for it. And now all of LVC just looking to get something. Davies gets a trade onto Sneaky. Unstable, also pretty weak.
Reloading him.
LVC just going for a really awkward play to catch Nova off guard, and that's exactly what will happen. Although, it's still a 4v4, so anything can realistically happen. Nade puts Davies down to 1 HP. What a fantastic nade. It's going to be from Unstable. Thankfully, Emporium is on the dock, so just what the doctor ordered, quite funnily enough. Gonna be Haya taking down Plexios again. Also, something to highlight, Haya really just having Plexios' number pretty much this entire game. Giving him a chance to be the man of the hour is what we've seen him do so many times for LVC. He's only at 7 and 8. He's not really had a chance to shine. Play for Reliable. Might have a really solid pinch here. He's not going to get checked, so he finds 2 kills. Those are free for Reliable. Neither player looking at him. Diffuser also doesn't go down. Emporium takes down Unstable. It's down to Wild Panther. Gets the down onto Emporium. Has a nade to heal to res himself. And shots just not connecting there, I guess. Not really sure what's happening, but finally he finishes off Emporium. And it's all down to Reliable and Davies. 2v1. 50 seconds remain. Wild Panther has his time to work his way up through archives. And that's going to be the cross held. LVC get the first of what would need to be 5 straight. Going to be an interesting set of defensive holds, though. LVC going to have to keep getting different with each of these holds. They try something different and it works there, but will they be able to continue this performance? That flank from Reliable is huge. He takes out the diffuser, the planter, before he manages to get it down, and especially taking out the Thatcher as well. The trigger discipline, perfect from Reliable there. Make sure he has both kills right in front of it before he takes those shots, and LVC at least get it too. Timeout requested by Nova, but I would assume that they're just waiting for that after this round if they end up losing. Whether that was intentional or not is also interesting, but I know sometimes it can be accidental button presses from the whole team, which is usually unlikely, but it does happen on occasion. Plexio's on the mute. Important with the Mozzie. Reliable on Ramai. Also, we'll check in with these Nova players to make sure that they are, in fact, moving. Just to make sure that their timeout request was for next round. It looks like it was, so now they're really checking for spawn peaks, making sure that nothing out of the ordinary happens. That's not what happens. That's not what happened in the last round when that was a certainly unexpected play. Still some setup going down too. This is a really unique hold for LVC. Again, they're just trying to find a way to get different. And the words of Plexios over there get a bit greasy. It's going to be a mute jammer taken down. So already Nova getting into the building, getting some utility taken out of the way. Unstable with the fuse. I mean, but look at this angle from Sneaky. Makes a single bullet hole there, and that's a perfect spot for him rotating around. Phone's getting caught. Reliable, waiting for this push. Gets the shot. Sneaky traded out. Now down to a 4v4. Look at that rotation from Reliable. Runs into two of the Nova players. And now everyone upstairs for the side of Nova. LVC on the floor below him. Actually, Plexios actually just going to drop. Doesn't want to take those fights. Could have been a bit scary. We'll have to see where Unstable throws these fuses. I think they got one wide there. Actually, I think a nade hit. If anything, Plexios probably. Still one more fuse charge for Unstable, but really just the floorboard being open. Plexios takes down Unstable. Davies traded out. 2v3. And Plexios just getting shot from above. It's going to be down to the center. 1v3, and he's not going to win a single fight. Nova taking map number 1, 7-2. Fantastic work from Nova. Just stomping LVC the entire way through that map. It'll be Clubhouse, though. Next one up. And it'll be a 5-minute break here in between maps. You can see Plexios not being able to do a whole lot. 8 and 9, and really coming down to Unstable, having, I believe he was 12 and like 3. A fantastic map from Nova, showing why they belong to be here and why they want a spot in this final. But we will be right back in 5 minutes with map number 2 on Clubhouse. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for map number 2. We are here on Clubhouse. LVC down 1-0 in the series, and they need a big one to come back. Nova getting the first ban once again. They will take Jackal out of the equation. LVC, though, not playing Jackal on this map, so really not a major issue whatsoever. The Osa ban comes in for LVC. The Azami ban going to come in next, and then we'll have to see what Nova goes for. Imagine like a crazy ban like Castle just completely deny like the default hold for the bathroom site, force LVC or force both themselves and LVC to play something different, but that's just not going to happen. As the Azami ban there for LVC. Now on to Nova. We saw map number 1 was a 7-2 stomping from Nova. They managed to find every single play that they wanted. They were getting so much control of the top side of the building that it really was just oppressing LVC from getting any map control and getting any of their plays kicked off. It'll be a mirror ban for Nova, so that default hold on the bathroom site is still going to have to be a little bit different, as you can't have that mirror watching over the balcony. It'll be LVC again starting off on the attack. We're going to see that calf play come out from Sneaky once again. That's interesting. Different skin this time around for Sneaky. Has changed him in between the game. Or in between maps, I'd imagine. I could be wrong. Never mind. I didn't see the player picture for it last time around, so it just like was new to me. But Sneaky again on the cab. It's just such an interesting play. I'm just not used to seeing Cav played ever. They're going to go down to the basement first. Unstable with the Goyos. Very good pickup for these two sites. A lot of denial available early. Haya going to be on the Jaeger. Wild Panther. Saw Wild Panther have some clutch plays on the pinches, and we'll see if he's able to do it again. This time on Vigil. Cade for Watsutsuya. Look at LVC. They're going for a destruction comp. They're looking to take out every single piece of the building that they can. Bana, Sledge, and Ash. They have the Thatcher and the Ying to go with it. Maybe that was an early peek there from Sneaky. Who I'd have to imagine was Sneaky. Maybe someone else. Also, if I remember correctly, that SMG is not very good. I could be wrong. But they're going to have two major roaming operators here. If you are Nova. But it'll be LVC getting the first blood. Plexios takes down Panther. So that's one of the roamers gone. Well, they still have another one. They're now going to look to get into kitchen. That's what we'll go through. LVC have a very standard play here. Clubhouse, one of their better maps, one of their more known maps. They just have a specific play that they go for. And that's exactly what they'll do, and that's exactly what they'll go for every single time. They know it works. Look at this drone from Plexios. You can see the entire site. It's fantastic. Now we see just looking to get a hold. Reliable. All he has to do is sit here, make sure no one pinches over to kitchen through the hallway. You have pretty easy kill for most of it. Emporium throws down his flashes. Candela is going out. Everyone's going to be blind. That should be a kill for Reliable as well. And it will be. Emporium takes down Watsutsuya. Unstable, gonna fall. It's all down to Haya. There's no stopping this play once that diffuser gets down. And I mean, it's 1v5 Haya. How much you got in you? Dodges the flash. That's a good dodge. What a flick from Haya. But he's gonna fall to the Senate. A clinical round from LVC. Clinical. That's the word I was looking for earlier in the round when I was talking about their kitchen play. LVC clinical on this map. They'll love their takes. They know how to make them work in every single scenario. And again, they're going to see it pan on out. They want to send this to Oregon. They want to have the chance to get to the finals once again. Last time LVC was in a final was in the spring of 2021. Or no, sorry, the spring of 2022. Apologies. The last time they were in the final. And funnily enough, it was Fanshawe they met in that. I think it was Fanshawe they met in that final. And it was a 5-game thriller. Although the only thing that was unfortunate about it was that it was like 4 in the morning when when I was being played. I was just starting out, and NECC was actually shooting that one. They had a major delay. I believe it was a 2-hour delay or something like that to the game. And since it was a best of 5 and it went all 5 maps, it was just not good. It was not a good experience at all. LVC did end up falling in Game 5 to Fanshawe in that semester. Mr. Davis TV and the Senate, the only original members left on this squad, and they really are looking. Whoa, Plexios! Don't know how he does it, but he managed to get that first blood at basically the start of the round. I'd imagine the drone work just phenomenal. But as I was saying, only 2 members left from that squad on this LVC team are the Senate and Mr. Davis TV, or as you can see in game, Davies.lvc. Senate looking to get this charge down, get this, but I believe that Cade will get tossed. Should take out the satchel, and it does. The thermal charge will not take out the balcony wall, so now LVC have to go for a different play. Senate has one more to work with, but doesn't really. Look at this. Red has a frost trap in front of him. Just waiting for someone to push through. Gonna be a pretty big second hole coming right up. Drones starting to come through. Slowly, LVC make their way up the map. But Sneaky did put some interesting frost mats in, so they're gonna have to be careful if they want to take these. If they want to take this site. Still have a minute and a half to work with it. They're just systematically working their way through. One in red directly. Now LVC getting every single wall open. They're going to start making their way through the building here soon. See, stacked onto this site. Emporium probably going to be the one to spot someone first. Hiya. So Davies has a drone. Just searching through. He's getting a lot of good information. Just trying to mark everything. They have knowledge on most of the players in sight. Most of the players left alive, I should say, for Nova. Davies might be able to even sneak in and get this plant down. He's going to have his teammates watching over him, but they're going to start making their way in. It's going to be a bit of a tough one. Plexios with a good nade. Does some damage to Hiya. Ultimately not going to get the kill. The Senate falls to Sneaky. And now LVC have to start collapsing on this site. They only have 10 seconds. They just have to go. And those kills from Panther are going to be huge. Plexios and Reliable combining for 2, but they need to get that diffuser down. They have to go for the defuse, and they get the kills! Just half a second remaining, and somehow Plexios and Reliable get the job done. They just fly into the site, no time left, and they barely managed to get it going. I cannot believe that they've just won that round. The beatdown, I believe, from, I don't even know who that was. Someone just went for a slap hit onto, I believe that was Reliable, who got down. I don't even know. Everything happened so fast in that bathroom. It's a 2-0 lead now for LVC. The site, again, going to change up for Nova. They started up 3-0 in map 1, and LVC may very well be able to start up 3-0 in map 2. Wild Panther, by the way, on the Rook. Does not want that to happen again. It's a very interesting comp here. If you are the side of Nova, you're going to see, again, standardized hold or standardized attack for LVC. They know how they want to open these holes. We're going to see Davies on the Maverick. He's going to take out some footholds down here. onto this wall. Really sneaky. Throws down a shield. May throw a bit of a foil into those plants. Reliable has the Ash. Gonna start taking out the close walls. Gonna look to maybe get some damage down onto that player in balcony. Gonna be working with Emporium. Gonna try and get control of the garage. If you can get control of the garage, you can get control of the site. This will all happen over about the next minute and a half. LVC are gonna spend the time to open up the very small holes. Davis gonna be the first one to get things kicked off. Senate also looking for the feet of Watsatuya. Spots them, downs him, and takes him out. This is exactly what you're looking for if you're LVC, especially the Cade now, the one to fall. They don't have any EMPs, but realistically, that's still a prime time operator to take out. Emporium gonna try and get one of the fire arrows down onto this player up top in the balcony. You shall see Reliable waiting underneath of him. Plexios also gonna be there. Davies maybe gonna have the angle to bait him out. Also, this left wall is down. So now LVC have an entry onto the site. Here comes Emporium. Flashes go in. Emporium getting the angles, and now that's going to be a tough scenario. If you are up top, and Emporium gets the kill onto Unstable. Again, clinical pushes. They know every single angle they want to take, and you're seeing why their their clubhouse play is so good. Synergy just pixel perfect. On Panther spotted the head onto, I believe, the Senate, but actually Plexio's going to take him down. It's down to Haya and Sneaky. Sneaky going to Haya at least has a pinch up through red. Not in a great spot, but it's better than just being stuck on site. 55 seconds remain, and now LVC have all the map control that they could ask for. Although the one thing they don't have is a way to plant. Let's go down. The Senate tries to throw it down, but he's going to get put very weak. Sneaky still has 2 left. He's going to get put really weak. He should die here if that smoke is thrown correctly. Let's get the diffuser down. He does. And actually, he's not going to fall. I'm surprised that that smoke missed. I think he threw it a bit too close. Now with that diffuser down, it's going to come down to Sneaky. Plexios finds Haya on the garage. Here comes Sneaky. He's going to need a fantastic play. Gets 2. Down to both Plexios and the Senate. He's going to get the kill onto the Senate. Another spots 2, but Davies going to take him down. A solid attempt from Sneaky. Again, the trigger discipline from these teams, both very, very solid. A 3-0 lead this time for LVC. Border just looking like Nova's map, and Clubhouse just looking like LVC's. Although we still have some time remaining. Down to, nope, not down to the basement. Bar, the site of choice here. Haya on the cap can. Alibi for Watsatuya. The Rook for Panther. Oryx for Sneaky. And Solus for Unstable. Side of LVC, we'll have to see if they keep these operators. This is the one site that they don't really get many chances to attack. So their plays aren't as clinical, but certainly they definitely know how they want to take it regardless. Haya is going to be the one to look out for here. We'll have to see if the drone work is clean enough from LVC to take down these Capcan traps before they walk right into them. You see Alibis get tossed around. I just find this comp so unique. Just a lot of operators you don't see a lot of, but put them together, maybe it sticks. Oh, wow. Posted up in the bathroom. Is there going to be a spawn peek here from the side of Nova? It doesn't look like that'll be the case. Making a rotate here for Haya. Gonna look to play from all the way upstairs. Sneaky backs down. Already. Senate working his way through balcony. Davies has a drone right on the scat can. Reliable, though. Going to lose the fight there to Sneaky. At least getting one. Still making a ruckus. Rotated all the way through blue and managed to get, I would assume, a pinch on the Reliable. And again, they're still managing to hold on upstairs. We're going to get what's on that player there. I think there's a wall in between. Let's see. I think they're just leaving us. They might just be rotating out. Let's see. They're all up top. What's it to you? The man to look at here. Actually, no, the Senate, who gets taken down by Sneaky again. Now it's a 3v5. Nova may have finally found something to go their way. That's also Diffuser is also down over on the red stairs. Sorry, not the red stairs. Plexios at least gets one back. 3v4. Wild Panther off the map. As the Rook gone. Plexio's going to have to rotate around, looking to grab this Diffuser. With 50 seconds left, everyone from LVC outside of the building. Not going to have a lot of space to work with. They want to just take this site. They don't even want to have to get control of upstairs, but there's not a lot that they can do right now. Plexi is just walking straight inside. There's not really going to be anyone waiting for him. Davies has to be careful. Emporium walks away from a gunfight, but Plexi is going to be the one to fall. Good shot from Emporium. Looking for more. Just going to have to drop down. Diffuse just has to come in, but Davies, the last one left alive, not going to have a chance. Not enough time. Gets some shots down. Doesn't get the Diffuser down. LVC going to drop around there, but I believe this was the same result in map 1. Nova went up 3-1. LVC took a round, and now LVC take 3. And Nova taking a round in 4. And now it's going to be back downstairs. Certainly, Nova going to know what's going on this time around. The problem is, though, is there a way for Nova to counter what LVC has done? I mean, the only way they really can do so is being more aggressive. And we're seeing the Vigil and Oryx come out again to do just that. See if they can get advantageous positioning upstairs. And see if that's going to work out for them. We see, though, maybe not having the right composition there. They got to lock in their ops quickly, and they managed to do so just in time. We're going to see Panther maybe looking for a spawn peek here. We saw the last time they went to that Nova went to this site. I believe it was Paya went for a spawn peek and died to Plexios. There's not going to be anyone looking for it this time around. They're going to be a bit more disciplined than that. Trying to get an angle with the shield. Shield deployed. I see a lot of vertical control here for the side of Nova. Unstable upstairs. I believe Hung is up there with him. A Wild Panther all the way up top, too. Sneaky working his way, too. Just throwing some pings down. No one in front of Reliable just yet. Davies gonna lose his drone, but there's another one to work with when he decides to use it. Reliable also getting a lot of info from the drone. It'll be Plexios finding the first kill, but trade comes in on to Plexios. LVC may be able to just get downstairs, but they got to be careful with it at least. That's going to be opened up by Davies. Look at this from the Senate. All the way top, gets a spot onto Sneaky. Just drops down looking for him. Not going to find the kill, but does at least have the upstairs being watched. He's going to be critical here for LVC. Something like a drone. I don't even think they know that he has dropped all the way down here.
Drone ready.
The Senate's going to be in a tough spot, but looks like those players won't back away. 50 seconds remain. What's it to you? All 3 gas mines in his hand, so he can at least take time out of that default plant spot. Davies gets pinched by Sneaky, and now LVC not in a good spot to win this round. If not been able to work their way up, the Senate falls down to Reliable and Emporium, and Reliable still outside with Emporium here. 26 seconds remain, and they're just going to have to start walking forward. Not really going to work. Every angle realistically covered here if you are Nova. No way to open the hatch either. There is a way. Emporium takes down Wild Panther, but he's going to get traded. Quad for Sneaky. The ace gets denied, but the round does not. And it'll be Nova putting it back within 1. Keeping things interesting. Last round of the first half. Nova can tie things up here after starting down 3-0. Sneaky with a huge round there, getting 4 of the LVC players just running amok upstairs. Especially on that Oryx, just having all the map space he wanted. Runs all about. With a 3-2 scoreline, LVC can extend their lead back to 2 once again, but they'll have to find a way to do it here on this bathroom site. Last time bathroom was held here by Nova. They just barely lost it. So the last second kill from Plexios. Just barely managing to clutch out the round. And maybe Nova thinking they have a good chance here. But it'll be that standard setup you will always see on this site, minus the mirror, of which Nova did ban, as you can see on the top of your screen there, right above where their name is on the scoreboard. Or on our scoreboard, I should say, not the game scoreboard. LVC looking to get things set up here for their attack. Emporium on the Maverick, going to start making up some holes here for the Senate. See if they can take out any bandit traps, but it'll be Haya actually taking a bit of damage early. It's a large hole on the floor there, or on the feet side there of balcony. Senate at least has a chance to open up the balcony wall. Should get it, I think. And Sneaky gonna fall. That's the Cade out of the way. So that wall does get open.
Torch is ready.
The first blood for, I believe that was Reliable. What's it to you using the iron sights on this bandit weapon? Interesting choice. Panther holding over that balcony wall, but LVC have already, for the most part, I believe, rotated away from it. Downstairs on the Iana. Just making sure that the basement is clear, or at least the first floor. Now here comes LVC. making their way through cash, making their way through construction. They're going to start looking to make their play. Senate gets his second breaching charge down. Reliable with the there. Going to spot out high yet. The breaching charge does take out the wall. Gonna take out that castle. Gets tagged up, but backs away. Here comes LVC. They're about to look for this execution. A down gets put onto unstable. He's still alive, but not for very long as Plexios takes him down and also manages to get out with his life. Reliable finds Haya. It's all down to Panther and Watsutsuya. But there's only 18 seconds left. LVC still could have used this round. A great shot from Watsutsuya onto Plexios. And Wild Panther in a great spot. It'll be all down to Wild Panther, though. He just has to walk and get this kill before the defuse goes down. And he'll at least take out Emporium 2v1. Doesn't have a lot of health to work with, and now the diffuser is down. LVC do not have to peek this. Shots get connected onto the Senate. But again, Panther now has to make a play. He's going to watch from every which angle. He'll walk straight into Davies. That's a kill for Davies to close out the round, and the half will go to LVC, 4-2. Now LVC heading into the defensive half. We've seen how clinical they are on this map. Just looking like a completely different team than map number 1. They're going to need 3 more to send it to Oregon. Nova need 5 if they want to take the series in 2. Again, a lot of interesting skins here being used by Nova. I find it, they're fun. They're more fun skins, I would say. That's besides the point. Basement, first place where LVC. Gonna see Reliable over in blue. Has those Gersmount mines, so just keep tossing about. Continue to delay that push. Davies on the Maestro. Gonna hold inside of this A site. Probably gonna put a camera down in this long hallway. See if he can control. Plexios gonna roam all the way on the top floor. Emporium gonna go with him as well. But not until the cameras get put down. The Senate has free range on these A and B sites. Will likely be catering himself over towards the B site though. Make sure that that kitchen hatch does not get destroyed too easily. At least without a fight. Live will actually gonna be holding a position in garage to start things off. May look to rotate to blue a bit later on. Panther, the first one in. Looking to just make that play into kitchen, but make it a bit quicker. What we saw from LVC. The door straight in. Stable. He's sitting at 0-5. I didn't even notice that. So 1-4 from Haya, 1-5 from Watsutsuya. Not even noticed that, to be quite honest. It's still a close scoreline. I mean, you are seeing Sneaky go off once again, 11 and 6. Already, a lot of map control up top from Nova. Where is Plexios at? He's all the way upstairs, so still has a chance to go on a pinch, but might not even need to. Emporium from down below. Breaking up the kitchen floor and taking down a Wild Panther. So far, the Panther being tamed 4-7. Again, LVC not having to do a whole lot. Just let these Nova players come to them.
Drone's ready.
Look at all this info from Plexios. He knows where every single player is at. All that information. Sneaky's going to get spotted. Emporium, I don't think, took it down quite yet. And he's not going to win that gunfight with Sneaky either. Great shots from Sneaky. Showing why Nova has any form of life in this game. If he was not going off like this, they'd certainly be down probably 5 or 6-0. And the drop comes in. Gersmot's getting hit. Watsutsuya falling from above. Plexios getting some damage down. Reliable on the site, doing additional damage. Sneaky falls. The Senate takes down Unstable. It's all down to Haya. 1v4. He's stuck in blue. At least finds that first camp. But now with Reliable on the Legion, he's just going to continue stepping into these Gersmont mines. He's probably going to hit at least 2 or 3 of them. Move up to blue. No, he will not. He'll just get taken down by Davies. 5-2. LVC starting the second half off strong. Went up 3-2 to start things off in that first half. In the second, already up 1-0. Now in round number 8, they're going to head all the way up to that second floor, looking for the gym hold. It's going to be a bit more technical without that mirror in the pool. But we saw how Nova went about it. Now, how will LVC elect to go for it? It's looking like the Valkyrie going to be the main difference here for LVC. They're just going to play the information game once more. They also don't have a Bandit or a Cade. They're opting just to play off of the Senate's mute jammers. See if that will be enough. They want to maybe go for a bit more of a roam heavy hold. But outside of that, I mean, it's your standard Jaeger, Castle, and Frost. Here's some Frost traps likely here, and maybe take one and get a bit goofy with it over towards Cash. Emporium, of course. Where else would you put these castle barriers other than these 2 windows here? And including this one, too. Let's see him start getting that down. This is going to be his last barrier, though. Now the round is starting. And we'll see that split push from the side of Nova, too. Of course, balcony going to be your first point of attack if you are looking to get through this bedroom site. Could be a Lion coming out from Unstable. It's a very interesting play, as Lion on this map in general just doesn't have a ton of utility. As typically, especially on this site too, you're going to see players just sit still on this site a lot of times. Look at this, Sneaky again with a 1-punch hole. Saw him be effective with it on border. You may very well see that sort of success again. One of the very few players that does that sort of play. And already, balcony hatch is open, or balcony wall is open. Stable getting some kings. Now they're making their way through red. Sneaky all the way downstairs. Looking for anyone that could be down, but that pink's gonna kill. That Reliable is dead. It's a great ping onto Reliable. Sneaky has the nade to call in. That'll be first blood to Nova. The drone game being solid from Nova, but they slowly start making their way towards the site. We saw how LVC takes it. They go very, very slowly, usually waiting for the last 10 or so seconds to get that plant down. Now LVC all backed up. Line scan comes in. How much is it going to do, though? Emporium takes down what's it 2 yet on the hatch. It'll have to be a systematic push if you are Nova. That's what they're going to start going for. Right in the spot. I believe the Senate there. But he's wisely just not pushing. Definitely knows where Haya is. Gets a hit. Doesn't get a hit. Tries to shoot a Frost Trap, but it's not there. Haya also gets behind Plexios. Now 2v4 site control for the side of Nova. And that's the diffuser down, though. Emporium falls. It's all down to Davies. He's not in a great spot. Gets Lion Scan. Gets pinched out. And Nova trading around here. A good round from Nova there. Playing the information game well, and all starts with that first blood onto Reliable. The nade from down low. But they need to put a couple back-to-back. They cannot just keep trading rounds. Because it'll be LVC who would win that battle, getting that early lead. This time, Cat. Place of attack. or sorry, the place of defense. Wow, it took me really long to realize that I messed that up, but place of defense will be the cache site. And again, we're gonna see Davies picking up the Maestro. Emporium with the Mozzie. Reliable on the Wamai. Senate just looking to jam once again. And also, once again, we're not seeing that Bandit Cade play from LVC. They are looking to get things done with the Mute. And it's going to be an interesting push here from Nova. They spawn on the opposite side of the map. This is not insanely typical. They're going to look to get through balcony. That's their main objective, to work their way towards the cache side of the map. I believe Plexios just waiting for a hop out. Drone gonna go right by him, and he does get spotted. Played the timing, but unfortunately, played the discipline, but unfortunately, he's gonna have to back away. Phone getting called. No line this time around, but still gonna be a bit of a nuisance. Wall gonna get taken down. So again, the Bandit, the no Bandit and Cade gonna allow these walls to get open early. I believe it'll be Haya looking for somebody directly in the site, but there's really not gonna be anyone there. Although the player on the balcony for LVC may be in a bit of trouble. It's gonna be reliable. He has to be very careful with the angle that Haya is getting. And it'll be Haya that rotates out. He actually wants it to be picking up the tab. Sneaky. Might be a good spot here on a pinch. Plexios gonna be on one-on-one. These are two hitters. It's only a one-to-one engages if they end up spotting each other, but for now, we'll be going down. Now Davies starting to do some damage. Opens up a rotate for Plexios so he can spot that cache door from a different angle. Just get himself some support. Hiding behind the bomb. Managed to dodge most of the damage from that nade. Has an impact that he's going to work with, but now every wall around him is getting taken down, so Plexios is going to have to do a lot. Emporium, though, still on the pinch. Sneaky gets a nade on the Davies. And Emporium not expecting Sneaky downstairs, too. Sneaky, again, being a Reaper right now. This could be a third. Plexios, though, tough one to win a fight against, and he'll just bait him into Wild Panther. Looking like it'll be 2 rounds in a row for Nova, and that'll be just that. A flawless 2 coming in from Nova. Their attacks looking just as clinical as LVC's. The defenses from both teams looking like they're having a bit of a breakdown. Round 10, it's 5-4. It's Unstable putting a bit of banter in the chat. He's currently sitting at 0-6, while Sneaky at 17-7. Making sure the squad hops in the backpack, takes them to school while they're there. That's how it has to be sometimes. Unfortunately, not everyone can be a superstar. More important on the flank there too. Sneaky just managing to basically sprint around the map with no consequences. He might have 7 deaths, but the man has 17 kills. So it simply just does not matter. And now again, it'll be a basement hold. LVC has been very effective on this basement. Definitely a comfort site for them. And if they can manage to put themselves at map point here, they could be in a great spot to send things to Oregon. Which I have a feeling will be a very back and forth map. This one really hasn't been back and forth. It's just been, attacks have been stronger for both teams. We'll see a 0 come out from Haya. They love pulling out some of these more uncommon operators. And again, they got kind of slammed on that first basement take that they had. So I'm just trying to switch things up here. And it'll be Emporium that falls to What's-It-To-Ya. Again, Emporium on going on the roam, getting taken down so quickly. Plexios tries to find Haya quickly, but that's going to be punished. Maybe a bit too overzealous if you're Plexios, and now it's a 3v5. And this is looking like it'll be a tie game for Nova. And we see starting to throw this one away. Giving up free kills over to Nova. For him on the roam, just not being effective. No, round is not over yet. It's a tougher site to take, but still, when it's a 3v5, you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of ground to cover. Someone's going to have to pop off here on these two sites if LVC want to have a chance in this round. But likely, they will. Going to have a lot to deal with, especially Sneaky still alive. Starting to get some things going down. Thatcher, or sorry, not Thatcher needs, but EMP's going down. They missed though. What's a 2? Not going to connect on him. That's going to be a kill for Reliable. At least gets one. Gets away with his life. Maybe more importantly, his full health. Senate gets naded out. Sneaky again putting another one on the board. He's going to spot a few players in front of him. Does a lot of damage. Actually, doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Much less than I thought. And he's not going to get a single kill out of it. It's all down to Reliable in a 1v4. Plant's going down. It's unfortunately Reliable. It's not on the close site. So this should be a round for Nova. They should tie up this game. And that will be just it. Almost another flawless, almost back-to-back flawlesses from Nova. Timeout from LVC, and now things are looking very scary. 7-seeded Nova, not looking like the 7 seed here. And, I mean, after they took down RMU in a very convincing 2-0, I mean, you have to be expecting the fire coming out of them for the rest of this series. 5-5, it's basically a full reset at this point. Although, if either team wins back-to-back rounds, that's game over. We're either seeing a map 3 or we're seeing the series end in both, and then LVC just having nothing left until Nationals. It's really just come down to Sneaky. If Sneaky dies early in the round, it's pretty much it for Nova. But if he stays alive, he's been making big plays. 18-7. Just frying right now, keeping his team alive. If Sneaky did not have 18 kills, if he had even 14, maybe even 15 kills, this would likely be a 6-4 lead for Nova, or for LVC. So I'd like to see Unstable step it up. Still sitting at a goose egg, but I mean, as he said, he's here for moral support. He hasn't really had to do a single thing. It's a tied game, and you have a guy sitting at 0-6, which is absolutely absurd. He didn't even have a lot of assists either, only 2 to his name. Cash again. LVC, this time picking up a Bandit. I think that's definitely a huge piece for them to win this round. Have to play the Bandit trick. They want to make things work. And President's also going to be on the Vigil this time around. They're still going to get some work done. Here we go. This is a pivotal round in this game. Very well. I could see the team that wins this round wins the game, even if it does come in overtime. Although that's a bit of a vague prediction, I will admit. Look at that, from what's it to you. Smart putting down these claymores so early on. LVC have been trying to get aggressive outside, but that certainly will squander any plan of it if they're not careful. Hyatt trying to take down this wall, and he will get that down. The Bandit trick will not come in fast enough, and now the entry. Basically, like they didn't even have a bandit to begin with. Emporium having one of the drones from the Mozzie. Gonna see if he can spot anything. Just all the drone work coming out from Nova, seeing if they can get anyone caught in the sight, but Sneaky may very well be that first man in. Call gonna come through, and now the push going to come for Nova. I think, maybe not. So just trying to get as much info as they can. They may start breaking through soon. They do have a minute and a half, so they have a lot of time to work with. They don't have to just toss themselves at the site, but now they're going to start working their way in. Is there anyone sitting in red? I believe that's Davies. He's going to have his work cut out for him, though. He has no nitro cell. He's just going to have to watch every angle. Plexios falls to Panther, but trade comes through. Reliable falls over top in balcony. The smoke comes in. The Senate at least picking up Sneaky. Nitro comes in. Not going to take him down, but the plant will get halted for just a second. Davies just tries to sprint at him. Not a wise decision. Diffuser goes down. The Senate falls. It's a 1v3 for Emporium. And that kill will not go through. Nova 1 round away from sending LVC home and putting themselves in the finals. And somehow they've clawed their way back into it, down 3-0 to start things off. It's now all the way to match point for Nova. This is not looking good whatsoever for LVC. Now it's going to be back down to the basement for LVC. This is a do or die moment for Lebanon Valley if they want to continue their chances of making a final. They need to take it here and continue to take even more rounds. Plexios all the way upstairs. Let's see. Reliable, Davies, and the Senate all taking the time to fix up the site to their liking. And it'll all come down to this, really. Unless we hit that overtime match point, but for now, it's not really going to be that just yet. Look at this. Reliable. Going to be posted up in the garage stairs. It's in a bit of a scary spot, but it's looking like the main push from Nova going to come all the way through the dirt side of the map. Just trying to get into kitchen, and obviously we all know what kitchen push is like. Sneaky doesn't quite fall, but Reliable the one to get the first blood. Also Sneaky very weak. Plexios almost managed to win that fight with him, but still Sneaky being alive is all you really need. His presence is insane. I mean, the guy almost has 20 kills, and certainly will get to 20 before this map ends, I would imagine. Now he's gonna just gather up with his team. It'll be Haya with the bomb, or the diffuser. Sneaky gonna drop the clone in. Just making sure there's some util. Taking out, and actually wants to pull back the nade. Clone charges back up pretty quickly. Didn't use it for super long, so continue making his rounds. Gonna get some eyes onto Emporium there. Or sorry, yeah, onto Emporium there, I believe. Doesn't know Plexios is up top, but likely has a vague idea. And Sneaky just trying to follow around. Making his way up red. This could be a dangerous flank for Sneaky. Could have two right in front of him. We'll check back in with him in a little bit. Panther also making sure he's getting some map control. Meanwhile, his teammates are just making some noise. Plexios doing some damage, and Plexios at least takes out Haya, so that's going to be the diffuser down, and now Sneaky's play might just not be enough. He's going to need to get both these players and just sprint downstairs, and he'll at least get Plexios. And Unstable takes out the Senate, so it's a 3v3. This is still doable, but there's not a lot of time left. You can just see Reliable on the cams taking down these players. And look at this. Davies doesn't get the cam taken out. He does get the cam taken out, but Reliable has an angle. Takes down two. Actually, only takes down one. Emporium and Davies gonna clean up the round. Plexios taking down Haya, even though he falls, is just enough to delay that plant and force the play to the other site. So overtime going to be forced. You see Reliable there too with the drone on the Mozzie just driving on about. And since it's overtime, LVC will be able to go straight back down to the basement looking for the same type of hold they just got. Pretty much going to see the same thing from LVC here. Going to look to get themselves onto that map point once again. Actually, not even once again. Just going to look to get themselves onto that map point in the first place. That was a huge round to win for LVC. But you certainly want to put yourself in that position to take the first two OT rounds and call it a day. Haya. Look for the spawn peak, but it's not really going to come to anything. He's also going to be playing the fuse, so he's going to be looking to get some of those mines down and just see if he can catch someone out downstairs in the site. Again, Emporium and Plexios going to be all the way upstairs. Turn down. Those shots through the wall from Emporium are clean, so he won't get out without at least putting damage down. But Plexios and Emporium are getting hunted down. They know how dangerous that was the last time, or Nova knows how dangerous it was the last time they were on this site, so they are certainly trying to clear this out as quick as they can. Shots down, but Plexios gets worked on by Sneaky. That's the man you would expect to get that sort of kill. Very early for Plexios to fall there. I say very early, but realistically, there's only a minute and a half left. Sight. Emporium also still with the ability to roam. Charge going down. Not going to do any damage, but may look to replenish the players. Now the plant going to start looking to be executed here for the side of Nova. It's Reliable, just trying to hold the blue stairs. Gets the spawn into what's it to ya. Shots down, but no kill again. Haya doing a lot of damage. I'm not sure what. Oh, it's going to be Davies in a 1v1. The Senate falls, but trade is there from Davies. Spots a second, gets the flick towards, so he's at least still not in a terrible spot, but it's going to be Emporium who has to go huge here. He's the only one that can really rotate around the map. Fight from Reliable, needs to win that, and he does. Now makes it a 3v3. Emporium in kitchen, and look at this spot from Davies. With the camera, it goes down, starting to go down. Can LVC stop it? Emporium falls. The diffuser is taken down, but it'll be all down to Davies in the 1v2. Managed to take down 1-2. Yeah, it doesn't get the third. So Sneaky again closing it out. Sneaky might have 30 kills by the end of this map. Take Sneaky off this roster, and Nova probably goes 0-30 on the season. This is an absurd showing from Sneaky. Major props to him. I've never seen a performance quite like this before. 23-9, but unstable. Also, stepping it up. He's at 4-8 now. Started 0-6, now 4-8. So, it'll be overtime match point in favor of Nova right now. See Nova go all the way up to the bathroom site once again. And Ella actually, I'm sorry, I'm just now noticing Ella gets picked up for what's it to you. I'm curious to see where these go, and honestly, I don't think it's a bad pick either. And here comes LVC. Gonna continue to look for that standard attack that they do have on this site. The stats, by the way, in this game are just kind of all over the place, low-key. Like, even on both sides. I mean, you have Sneaky, who's 23-9. The rest of his team, no one has even 10 kills to themselves. For LVC, you have 3 players over 10, or at/over 10. Reliable at 14-7, 10-7 from Davies, 10-10 from Plexios. Such a unique stat line. Senate gets some eyes there. One of the players in sight. Garage being taken. In fact, Garage is taken. Plexios now working up red. It's going to be a massive drone. This is a massive play. It'll be Sneaky, though, getting the first blood. Panther going to find Reliable. Things are crumbling down for LVC. They need to take a 3v5. If they want to take this to at least an OT match point. And it'll be Haya taking down Davies through the wall. Certainly the writing is on it as well. Senate at least takes down one. Plexios takes down another. This might not be it just yet. 56 seconds remains. Diffuser is in a very rough spot. Actually, no, it's not. I'm looking at that a bit incorrectly. I forgot Davies was the one carrying it for a second. 2v3. Plexios is going to make a lot of noise. Maybe expecting someone to be in the close corner, and that will not be the case. Emporium looking to, sorry, Plexios looking to just lob a nade down in sight. Does he get it down? He does. Not going to do any damage. Backs someone up, though. Plexios trying to check every nook and cranny. Doesn't have a lot of time to work with. Gets the flick onto Sneaky. That's a huge kill. Plexios finds a second. Now, LVC just need to get onto the site. The Senate has one in his sights. He just needs to win this fight. He needs to at least keep Plexios alive, and he gets the fight! 2v4! LVC still have life. Shots are a bit shaky, but somehow we are headed to round 15 in game number 2. The defense goes over to LVC. I cannot believe it. Looked like for a minute, about a minute and a half there, that LVC was done and dusted. And somehow Plexios and the Senate make their way to the site and hold it down. LVC picking the cash site. The last place we will go on Clubhouse. This is for LVC to stay in it in the playoffs in this semester. Will we see Oregon or will we see Nova in the finals? I would imagine that Fanshawe series is probably over considering it started at 8. It's only 8:56. Usually you won't get 2 maps in, but knowing Fanshawe, let's have an 0-7-0. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are into round number 15. The winner, going to the going. Wow, Panther already takes down Reliable. Trade, huge trade from Davies. It's a very quick round. Shots keep going down from Davies. Sneaky getting so aggressive. Davies has to be careful here. He managed to sneak away with his life, but it's just going to be Nova out for blood. And look at this. Already a plant. Plexios, though, finds a huge kill. That's Haya taken out. C4 isn't going to go out. It does go off. Somehow he gets a double with it. It's all down to Unstable. 1v3. I don't know how it's been done, but it's a 1v3 Unstable. Started 0-6 in this map. Now the man needs something incredible if they want the 2-0. Grab the case. Goes for the... Actually fakes it. He's going to get the first onto Emporium. And he's going to get pinched. The Senate takes him down by a miracle. LVC have closed it out. We are headed to Oregon. I cannot believe what I've just seen. We have one more map ahead of us. And I think a much needed break for everyone in the lobby. 25-11 from Sneaky, and it's still not enough. I cannot believe that. 25 kills. My guy was playing Call of Duty in a Rainbow Six match. But we have a 5-minute break before we get into map number 3. We will be heading to Oregon to the decider. Who will go to the finals? Will it be LVC? Will it be Nova? We will catch you guys on the flip side in 5. We'll be right on back. Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is map number 3. After an 8-7 map number 2 for LVC, we are headed to Oregon. We are in the ban phase. Nova again gonna ban Osa. I mean, if Nova didn't ban Osa, it would have been LVC banning Osa. So either way, we were not gonna see Osa today, at least in this lobby. But here we go. The ban for LVC. Going to be Ayana. That's an interesting ban. Very pivotal character for a lot of teams. Ayana, though, out of this one. LVC feel confident they don't need it. I feel like we can see we're going to see a zombie ban from LVC. We could see a Solus ban, I feel, from Nova. I think Solus is a very pivotal character or operator when it comes to LVC's gameplay. But will it be the case? No, it'll be Valkyrie for Nova. Here we go. Map number 3. Winner will go to the finals. How will this go down? LVC again starting off on the attack. Map number 3 starting the way map 1 and map 2 did. LVC looking to attack. And we're going to see a basement site for the first round of game 3. This is just pure insanity at the moment. Speaking on the other side of the bracket real quick before as the side of Nova sets up for this basement hold. Fanshawe up 1-0 over Arcadia. They took Chalet 7-5. Map 2 is Border, and they are currently just getting out of the map ban, or sorry, the operator ban, and into round number 1. Likely, we're going to see Fanshawe in the finals. They have not dropped a map yet this season. They are currently 16-0. 16-0. However many teams that they played, and 0 in map count. And obviously, with that comes a perfect series record. Fanshawe looking to complete the perfect season. So far, they're on track to do just that. But now, we find out who likely they will end up facing in the finals. Either LVC or Nova. It's going to be a bedroom attack from LVC. They're going to start all the way on the opposite end of the map from the basement. Making sure to clear out any possible roam that could come on in. You can see this drone from Davies trying to get as much forward info as they can. To be reliable, calling up the cell phones of Nova. Will they pick on up? Still, LVC slowly making their way through. Plexius on the Jackal is another interesting pick. Also, the Mira is available for the side of Nova. And obviously LVC when they get to the defense. There was someone upstairs for a bit there, but everyone now for Nova backed on into site. Actually, no. Panther. All the way up in kids. Take down this drone. Misses the first punch, but gets to it. So I think he'll be in the beast. If he falls, it's going to be a full control for LVC. But if he manages to at least get one, he may just do his job well enough. Plexios hears the cell phone, and he knows exactly where Panther is. Just waiting. Flash comes in, and now Panther has to run away, but he gets some shots down range. Plexios is a bit weak. This is going to be a huge kill if LVC can get out with it unscathed, and that's exactly what will happen. Plexios taking down Panther. And now, with just 55 seconds remaining, they're going to have to charge onto the site. Next man up, I believe, going to be Sneaky there. What the heck? Missing a couple shots on that Flores drone. Missing a lot of shots on that Flores drone. I think he did end up taking it down, but not after a bit of a fight. And the Senate gonna fall to Sneaky. holding in fridge. That's exactly what you expect from the man who just had 25 in map 2. Certainly angry about that one. LVC, though, now looking to execute. Stable in a fantastic spot. Sneaky, though, doing all the work for him. Finds Plexios. Gonna look for his third on the round. Stable gets Emporium. And Stable takes out Reliable, too. And it'll be Sneaky closing out the round. LVC with the first blood, but that will not matter. Sneaky and Unstable holding down the site. Not giving a single chance over to LVC to get anything done. And they'll start our game number 3 up 1-0. We're now going to see the transition of sites. This one will be kids. Nova bring that dot along for the ride. He's going to have the solace from Unstable. I like this transition also from Nova. Not something you see a lot of, but definitely something that they will want to make use of. The smoke going to take out a lot of area for LVC. And Sneaky also with the Goyos can just kind of waste time for as long as he wants. What's it to yet? They could have a lot of entry denial before LVC even get close to the point. They're actually going to accidentally take out one of those Goyos first. It'll be Unstable, I believe, accidentally putting a bullet through it, so at least one of them is already down. It's taking a really long time to go out. I forgot how long these last, so Wild Panther just waiting for it to go out. Finally it does, so bit of a misplay from Nova, but I don't know how much effect they'll have on the round. Sneaky has the C4. Someone up top. No, so he doesn't need to call right away. He might just get a kill if he gets the right information. Sneaky's getting all sorts of droned out, but still.
Lights on.
Great spot. Just gonna pop that nitro cell. Will not do any damage. Just backs away. What's it to ya? Gonna pick off Reliable for the first blood. Now the wall getting open. Davies trying to take out the shield. The Senate gets taken down while he tries to enter into the building. And again, LVC already down to a 3v5. They're not really able to hold much. Don't really have great angles to go off of right now. Still have a bit of time to work with. See if they can do something early, and there it goes. Plexios at least picks up what's it to ya. Tries to toss it out, but nail it. Misses the DPS next to him. At least manages to drop too. Davies takes down Haya. It'll be a 3v3. Emporium though gets down. Can Plexios get the res? Looks like he will be able to. No, he will not. He walks right into the sights of Wild Panther. Davies at least has the diffuser, but he's got to be very careful. Plexios has a lot to watch right now. Very careful. Davies gonna fall to Sneaky, and Sneaky gets 2. This man has been a Reaper all night long, and we're seeing why. Sneaky, again, feeling like he's the only player on this team at times. He's just doing everything himself. But I mean, if it's working, it is working. So no real need to worry about that. It's 2-0. And on the first 2 maps, we saw the team that won the first round go up to 3-0. And then it was Nova map 1, LVC map 2. Will it be Nova in map 3 again? continuing the pattern. We have Twitch for the Senate. So we are going to see the stage picked up this time around. We just have to go here, as they have already taken the other two sites. Sneaky again on the Cav. 6-0. We are 2 rounds into the game, by the way, and he is 6-0. Again, looking to put 25 kills down on the LVC. Although, last map wasn't quite enough. It's 2 having a tiny bit of damage on him, too. Sneaky just kind of holding in basement. Good spot from Haya, by the way. Very unique spot. Trying to get inside of the kitchen window. This from unstable. May be able to take out Reliable here. Has the window watched. Sneaky still all the way downstairs. Stable. Now he's getting pinched. He's not in a great spot. It'll be Davies picking him up. Sneaky now going on a long pinch. Check back in with him in about 4 to 5 seconds as the cams get hopped onto. Might want to change that call time for about 10 seconds, maybe even 20. Waiting for the calm and calculated play. Just trying to make sure that silent running position that he can fry, or he can do his thing. This from Panther. Actually, there's a Nomad from Davies. So while Panther cannot move up the stairs, he will get hit by that. Shots are not quite there for Watsatuya. Hits Emporium a couple times, but ultimately it'll be Emporium winning the fight. Although Sneaky might be waiting right here on the white stairs. I think it's white. And yeah, that's down. Gets taken onto Davies, and look at that from Sneaky. Somehow gets away. Pistol, just a reaver right now. Sneaky pivotal again. What could have been a disastrous round. Sneaky again makes it right for Nova. I've never seen someone play this high of a level by themselves on a team. Look at those shots from Haya. Gets 2. The diffuser goes down. It's down to Plexios and Emporium. Oh, the pinch at least gets 1. Plexios trying to take down Sneaky. Managed to win that fight, but now it's a 1v1. Wild Panther. Spot. The shots are there from Plexios, and he gets the win! Again, Plexios sees Sneaky and says, I can do you one better. Takes down Sneaky and takes down the second player there. The down gets a bit sketch, but it manages to work out. I believe that was Panther. Last player left alive there. Has the angle, but Plexios just has the better shot. But if you're Sneaky, certainly you're feeling confident. The man is just keeping Nova in some of these rounds on his own. But again, in the same vein, if you're Sneaky, you have to be so frustrated. You're giving your team so many opportunities, and they're starting to throw them away one by one. Realistically, it should be a 3-0 scoreline, and it's not quite that. Again, we're seeing a collective team effort. I mean, sort of seeing a collective team effort from LVC. It is an 0-3 stat line from both Reliable and the Senate. But again, they're looking much more collected here as a squad. And this time, Sneaky going to be in the Goyo. not playing a roaming operator, maybe just trying to bunker down on the site. As the last time they did play they played the basement site, bunkering gave them the round victory.
Drone ready.
Gonna be Sneaky again downstairs. See, exactly what I was thinking of. Sneaky sprints up the white stairs, backs away immediately. Again, finding picks on his own so well. Sneaky just knows every single play to make and taking the space he is being given. I cannot believe it.
What's your use?
End up going off. I'm not sure why. I thought what the team was going to shoot that, but decides to leave it. Unstable, still behind that wall too. That mirror. Hyatt. Some pressure going his way. And it'll be Sneaky again. Every single time you think LVC can get something going, it's Sneaky from out of nowhere making a play. Every time I lose track of him, he just finds another kill. Like somewhere in La La Land. Hyatt has the Goyo in front of him, so he'll likely take that. And Sneaky finally falls. But Hyatt has the cross. The send it down. 2v4 for Davies and Emporium. Hyatt in a great spot here. Davies takes a lot of damage there. I'm not 100% sure where it comes from. I believe it was an impact nade from Panther. Waiting in the top, and he's gonna at least take out Davies. Emporium not able to crossfire quick enough. So now it's a 1v3, and he's only got 45 seconds to work with. Make that 40. This would be something incredible from Emporium. Is great. Or doesn't quite connect. I think it gets shot down before it can go off. That nade from Emporium, though, at least backs down Haya. He has to be watching for it, and Haya will win the fight. Timeout from LVC. They are again down 3 rounds. And Nova, let's not actually, you know what, let's not even say Nova. Sneaky giving LVC every single speed bump that he can. 10-2. The man is on a mission. Although I will say, whoever makes the finals, either of these teams will need to clean up their play. I do not care how good Sneaky is. He will not be able to take on a team like Fanshawe and put up this performance. They will get 7-1, 7-1, 7-0, 7-0 or 7-1. These teams both looking very sloppy here. Well, certainly there is a week at least before the final. And whoever ends up making it going to have a heart-to-heart likely with their team. This could still end a 3-3 half, but it's going to have to come off the backs of phenomenal plays, off of the team coordination. If they can find Sneaky early on, certainly that will be where they make their mark. And it'll be the dorms once again for the side of Nova. They had a very solid one here last time. Again, we'll see Sneaky on the go, yo. I feel like Sneaky is just an insane player. Not only because he just knows what plays to make, he knows every angle he can take. He knows where he can hit from to make the flanks happen. He also has a very diverse character pool. He's been playing every operator under the sun, whether they're meant to be roamers or not. Making it happen. The man is 10-2. The rest of his team, 2-1, 2-3, 1-2, and 4-2. Again, just bringing his squad to victory, dragging their dead corpses to the finish line. hate to keep mentioning it, but it's just something you never see, especially to this scale. Feels like Sneaky the only one able to make any form of play. The second he dies, things break down. But we'll see if the rest of the team of Nova are able to step it up. Again, just sitting in tower stairs in a very advantageous position. I know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to break a piece of this wall, and he's got a free kill. Got a free 2-piece. And actually, he doesn't quite get the second. Again, Sneaky just knows every single play. He knows where every single player of LVC is coming from. Although, him only getting one is going to make things a bit tougher for the rest of his team. And Plexios gets down, but trades again inbound. It's all down to Panther, and he's downstairs. He's going to have to sprint on up. Davies getting that diffuser down. Why does it look like Panther's lagging? Is he lagging? It's not. Maybe it's just the screen being a bit weird. It looks weird to me. Diffuser is down though. 1v2 for Panther. Not out of the woods yet for LVC. Scan comes in. Panther's going to get eyes on both of these players, but they do not need to push if you're LVC. Reliable calls in the last line skin to make sure things are going down. Goyo gets shot down, but really won't matter. Panther gets Goyo'd off, and that will be the round. Doesn't matter if he gets these 2 kills at this point. Does not have the time to defuse. A huge round from LVC. Sneaky could have played a massive spoiler, but again, LVC at least quick to respond. If they can play the trades on these early plays from Sneaky, they may just have their answer. It'll be the last round of the first half. We may see another 3-3. And it's going to be the kids' sight once again. They know they have a good play here, and they're going to make sure it happens. So they'll look for a slightly different hold. You'll actually see the Frost get pulled out, the Aruni and the Bandit. A majorly different composition from the side of Nova, but it is warranted after that last round. But again, Sneaky, of course, on the go, yeah. Looking to run it up this map. Currently sitting at 12-3. Next closest player in the lobby is Plexios, who's at 6-4. Just doubling the kills of the next closest player. I believe might even have more kills than the rest of the players in the lobby outside of Plexios. Yeah, outside of Plexios and Haya, Sneaky has as many kills as the other 8 players remaining in this lobby. Just absurd. Look at this from the Senate, though. Huge drone. Gets a lot of info from that. Davies on the blitz. Just looking to make a play. Seeing if they can spot out Unstable early. Seeing if they can catch him rotating. But Sneaky going to be joining the fray. Actually decides to just run upstairs. The call's coming in, but now everyone going to be gathered up top. Haya might have an angle. Just trying to get something under this door, but again, the second call coming in from the Senate. That'll be it for the South Funds to be a wrong. Again, Iron Sights from Wazatuya. I don't know how many people play with Iron Sights on that site, but it's just like, I feel like it's not very common. And here comes Sneaky. Just going to check this window, surely. It's not. Look at him. He's so patient. He knows exactly what's... I feel like he knows exactly what's going to happen. But there is no one near him, so he won't just have to rotate away likely. That nade just a bit off from Plexios. Only going to get damage down onto Panther. But another nade gonna come in, likely gonna take out somebody. That will be Panther down. Look at this. Wait. Sneaky. Could be in a majorly insane position. Again, just so patient from Sneaky.
Reload.
Just waiting for the perfect time, waiting for his teammates to get the full attention of this LVC team. He has to be AFK, right? Surely he just put down his mouse and walked away. Dude has not even moved in the past minute. Certainly, he's got something cooking in the kitchen. And Emporium gonna reload at the worst possible time. Has some shots go his direction, but now with just 30 seconds remaining, it'll have to be a play from LVC. Sneaky walking up from downstairs. Davies gonna take down the Senate actually. And look at that kill from Unstable from the Goyo. Takes out Davies. Now it's a bit of a blunder from LVC. Sneaky now on the pinch. Takes out Plexios. Reliable looking to plant the diffuser. Get this down. This might be big, but no. He'll fall, and Emporium only gets one. Gonna be a 4-2 half for Nova. And now we'll switch sides. LVC need to have at least 4 rounds in this if they want to send it to overtime. It'll be Basement first up on the docket for LVC. See the Cade, Jaeger, Marusi, Smoke, and Warden setup. LVC. Plexios has been very aggressive when it comes to this map on the defensive side. He tends to hop out pretty quickly. He plays off the information that he gets from these cameras very well, especially early on. His team will be hunkering down on the site, except for maybe Emporium, depending on how they want to call this one. Gonna look to lock down Tarbs. See if they can keep Nova out of the way. Maybe sneaky on Sophia this time around. Trying to take down those long cams all the way on the opposite end. And it'll be a follow-up on the Unstable drone. Unstable Flores drone. Smoke's going down from Davies, but he's only down to 1 and already there's still 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. He's not going to have these for the late round. The late early. His location is definitely known. After, I believe, like 12 or so drones. But Plexus is on Warden, so he can at least take this peek after the flash comes in. But every single drone coming through. Flores, though, going to take out a wall, I believe. And it does. Takes down a close Tarp's wall. Unstable. Haya taking kills. Haya takes 2. Unstable takes 1. 2v5. Emporium. Senate. Make that just the Senate. And a flawless from Nova. 5-2. Slowly. We are seeing a breakdown from LVC. It'll be Dorms, the site of this LVC defense. Caveira for Davies, which is a really interesting pick. They've never ran this comp. I don't even know if they've ever ran Caveira in general this entire year. It's even including last semester. So I'm a bit intrigued by what the plan is on this one. But I mean, at this point, you have to try everything and anything. It is 2 to 5. You do not have many options left. But Nova looking final at this current moment. In fact, it's not Nova looking final. It is Sneaky looking final at this moment in time. Here comes Nova. Bringing the Maverick, Nomad, Sledge, Dokebi, and Zofia for Sneaky. Interesting composition, but definitely looking to have a lot of breaching potential here. Also, 6 flashes in their hands. Looks like it'll be a tower push for Nova here. Maverick starting to go down here. Actually, not quite yet. Just waiting for the perfect time. Where is Sneaky? All the way outside still. All these holes through attic could be crucial.
Torch is hot.
And pretty much all the setup done if you are Nova. I just need to execute onto the site. They're going to slowly make their way towards Davies, still on the main floor. Again, we saw how effective Sneaky was with the Caveira, but this is not really something LVC ever plays, so. And Sneaky knows exactly what's going down. Of course, who else but him? Take down Davies on the bench. And this may very well just be around Nova. They're going to spam down those flashes. Now they have entry into the site, but it'll be Emporium slowing it down. Haya going to be taken down, and it'll be Emporium falling to unstable the second he turns around. Stable inadequate. Plexios at least takes down 1, takes down 2. Huge kills from Plexios. The trade onto the Senate comes through. Now Plexios in a bit of a tough spot. Reliable going to need to support him. 20 seconds left, but Panther has the diffuser, and that's going to be diffuser down. And now it's down to 1v1 with Reliable. Wants it to you. Just has to be the diffuser that goes down. Reliable gets some shots down range, but he knows all he has to do is stop the diffuse. But if this diffuse gets hopped off, it doesn't matter. And the diffuse does go down, but Reliable going to win the fight the second it goes. 3 to 5. LVC still have a chance here. LVC still hanging around, and they still have a couple rounds to give, but certainly want to take a few in a row here. Gonna be the basement again, but see, got fully broken down the last time they were on this site. I think it's going to be a major key here for Emporium to hold on with this Mira. Allowing him to get in the tarps so early was a crucial end to that last time, to the last hold on this site. We cannot let the break-in come so early. It'll be a close one again for Nova. Sneaky's on the Thatcher this time around. Follow this floor. And once again, Haya already up to the barrels. They're completely okay with just using these as using these Flores drones as expendables. The take it down. C4 goes in. Panther gets put weak. But it'll be a smoke that comes through again. One more Flores drone for unstable. I don't know when he'll decide to call that in, but they end up using it pretty quickly. Just gonna rotate on out. We're seeing Nova make their way into the building. That's your knee. EMP gonna come down. Once it's 2, gonna get that breaching charge in. So the hatch will be opened. Plexios also, I just now noticed he's on Kate. That one is a new one for me. Usually it's the Senate picking up the Kate. But everyone in LVC bunkered into the site. You can see here, everyone trying to hunker down. Flores drone. Final one from Nova coming out. So they'll have more of those to work with. Davies still has his shield up, so that's a big plus. You are LVC, but Panther has a couple of nades to work with, so you can at least take this position down. Although there are 2 ADSs on this wall, so those will be for Davies. Warren finds first blood onto Unstable, but now Davies has to be careful. Hits the shot with the shoddy. Aya taken out. Emporium just trying to hold his own. Takes down Sneaky. Actually, that would be Plexios who takes down Sneaky. What's a Tuya is going to be the one that gets taken down by Emporium. And now it's all down to Wild Panther. And he already has about 2 HP to work with. Emporium is baiting him around. Somehow, Wild Panther managing to pick up the kill. But this would be a ridiculous 1v5. It's not going to happen. Plexios clean that up. Round number 10. Things could go to 5-5 once again here. We saw LVC with a 3-0 lead to start game 2, and it ended up going to 5-5. Is that going to happen here? Nova starting with a 3-0 lead, going, this could go to 5-5 as well. Actually, no, sorry, I forgot it wasn't a 3-0 lead. It was a 2-0 lead. My bad. Never mind. Storyline is broken. I'm a terrible reporter. Regardless, though, again, we're seeing a close game here. We're seeing 2 very defensive-heavy teams duke it out. We're seeing why the defenses are so strong. But really, this is slowly starting to come down to the battle. Who wins first, Plexios or Sneaky? Plexios 12-7. Sneaky 15-5. 2 superstars of both of these teams having a brawl. A heavyweight title matchup, really.
Magnets ready.
Another integral round for both of these teams. You can go to 6-4 if you're Nova and be at series point, but if you're LVC, you could tie this thing up, and that would be massive to pull off here.
Magnet ready.
Already the balcony moved around. Look at this from Davies. He is right under this first floor window. He may be able to get almost a freebie. Not quite, but almost a freebie. Reliable's all the way on the second floor in dorms. He's got to make sure he's careful. He's getting fully droned out. He has a hatch open in front of him, but he's taking down 2 drones. The bait from the 3rd drone almost gets him taken down. Emporium going to fall to Sneaky. And we're going to see another fight. Plexio's not going to hit C4, but now he's pinched. Davies at least takes out Panther, but it's still Sneaky in Attic. This is a crucial fight for both squads. They want to have this full control of Attic. And Plexio's not going to get there. It's all down to Reliable up top, and he gets down. So now full control upstairs. 2 Nova, 2v4. Senate and Davies. Crucial 2v4. Stuff going out. Well, no one will be there. The Senate has the Oryx, so get around pretty quickly. The hat trigger is not there. Does a lot of damage to Haya, but still not going to be able to take anyone down. But he's got to be very careful. Not allow himself to fall here. Not before he gets a couple. Finds the first, doesn't get the second, so now it's Davies in a 1v3, and this is not ideal. C4 goes out, doesn't take out anybody. A lot of damage being done. The shots are very sneaky, and he'll fall. Sneaky. Again, who else but Sneaky to close it out? Series point to Nova. This is now going to need to be an OT for LVC if they want to find themselves in the final. Final round in regulation. And this is going to get mixy. Actually, sorry, that's not the final round in regulation. I forgot. They need to win 2 if they want to take this to OT. Count. It'll be the dorms. For LVC here, but it is going to be very scary. Every single fight going to mean the world to both of these teams. Nova at least have a round to give. In fact, they have 2 rounds to give, really. But I'd imagine they want to close it out in regulation. This Nova team looking like a completely different beast here in the playoffs. Not sure if they fed that kid Sneaky, but man is on a mission. Haya giving him a lot of help, too. Just one peek from Plexio's not going to go anywhere. Unstable. Has the glass. This may be a huge pickup for those long-range fights. Sneaky just looking to take out any of these windows. Gotta be careful with it, though. Just gonna hold on to that for now. That window gets open. Plexio's trying not to drop down. Has to watch a big window, but trying to watch out behind him. Panther and Sneaky make that Sneaky for 2. 2v5, and Emporium and Reliable are weak. And that will be the game. It just happened so quickly. Nova will make the finals. They will likely take on Fanshawe. And Nova somehow pulling it out. 7 seed as well. (21-5) from Sneaky. I think he had 60 kills this entire series, which is something you will never see ever again. I guarantee that. You will never see a player have that many kills in the history of Rainbow Six Siege. Unless you have like a pro player going against like bronzes. That will do things for us here tonight. And actually, that will do things for us this week and next week. We will not have any matches going down next week, but the week after, I believe, is when Nationals starts. I'm pretty sure Rocket League and Rainbow Six have both confirmed made Nationals. Obviously, they have not put out any information because NECC has been very, very slow this semester, but I believe they will both have made the Nationals tournament based on my guess, which sometimes is off. But regardless, that'll do things for us for at least a little while. So we'll have a bit of a break, but we will catch you guys back here when it is time for Nationals. We'll see you guys then. Have a great night and have a good few weeks. We'll catch you guys back here then.